Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself, Rakshit. I am studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bengaluru, in the Department of Computer Science Engineering in Artificial Intelligence. Today, I am going to teach about the operating systems, a small topic called system calls. Let's start. Overview. We are going to learn about what is system calls, scenario of a system calls, how when system calls occurs, methods of passing parameters to the operating system, and the categories of the system calls. First, what is system call? System call provide the interface between a process and the operating system. It is known as the system calls. These calls are generally available as a assemble language intra section. System calls can also be made directly through the HLL programs and certain systems. Unix system calls can be invoked directly from the C or C++ programming languages. This is about the what is system calls. Next we discuss about the scenario of the system calls. Taking an example of how system calls are used. Consider a simple program to copy data from one file to another file. First we have to copy the data from one file to another file, and in the first input of the program we will be named the both files. We have to name the both files, and then the name can be specified depending on the design of the operating system. The name can be dependent on the design of the operating system. Once the file names are obtained, the program opens an input file and creates an output files. Once you have designed the operating system, then it opens an input file and creates you an output file. Each of these operating requires other system calls and may encounters possible errors conditions. It helps to encounter the possible errors that occurs. This is about the scenario of the system calls. Next, we discuss how the system calls occurs. System calls occurs in different ways depending on the computer's use. More information is required than the just the identifying of desired system calls. The extra type and amount of information varies according to the operating systems and the call. For interface of an input, uh, we need to we need to specify the file of a device to use and source that addresses the length and the memory buffer into which the input should be hidden. This is how the system call occurs. Methods of passing the parameters to the operating system. We have the three methods to pass the parameters to the operating system. One is the simplest is to approach is to pass the parameter through the registers. We have to make the registers and we have to pass the parameters. Second is by storing the parameters in blocks and then passing address through the registers. We have to store the information in the types of blocks and we have to pass address through the registers. And the final step is finally parameters can be pushed into a stocks by programs and popped by the operating systems. We can push the into the stocks by passing by doing programs, and we can pop it into the operating systems. Next we discuss about the categories of a system calls. There are six types. First one is the process control, second is the file management, device management, information maintenance, communication, and the memory management. First, we discuss about the process control. It consists of four types: fork, exit, wait, and access. Fork is used to create a process. Exit is used to terminate a process. Wait is used to wait for a process of terminate. And access is used to replace the current process with a new one. Next one, we move with the file management. It consists of four or five types. That is open, close, read, and write. Open is used to open a file, close is used to close a file, read is used to read a data from a file, write is used to write a data from the file, and seek is used to move the file pointer to the different positions. This is about the file management. Next, we move to the device management. It consists of three types: octal, read, and write. Octal. Octal is used to control the operating systems. And read and write. Read and write is used to device communication, simpler to the file operations. This is about the file, device management. Next, we move to the information maintenance. It consists of get paid, get UID, time. Get paid is equal to get the process ID. Get UID is equal to get the user ID, and time. Time get current time. This is about the information maintenance. Communication consists of three types: socket, send, and receive. Socket, creating a communication endpoint for any networkings. Send and receive, it is used to send and receive the message over any networks. This is about the communication. And the last one is the memory management. Memory management, it consists of two types: block, VRKIB, block, and mmap. uh, BRK, we changing the data segment size, used to change the data segment size. mmap, file, map files or devices into a memory. This is the These are the six type categories of the system calls. And that's all for this. Uh, that's all for this video. Thank you, Ananda. Please like the video and subscribe. Thank you, one and all.